Hello everyone, this is Valentina Galossi. I am an independent curator and the editor of the book Life of Artists in Berlin, an art guide that was published in 2018 and with focus on 25th contemporary artists living in Berlin. Do You Read Art? Is a series of interviews for IGTV. I ask visual artists to tell us more about the influence of art books on their own works of art. Today we talk with Jay Gard. Jay is a German sculptor born in Halle and based in Berlin. Gard creates monumental installations, sculptures and objects demonstrating the ease of an artist who could work with his eyes closed. He has an intuition for forms and the architecture of spaces, along with construction skills acquired during his biennial residency in New York, working with Tom Sachs. In particular, Jay will introduce the art book Stella, a Retrospective, edited by Hatje Cantz, together with the making of his kaleidoscopic artworks titled Farbkreis Gabriele.
Hi, I'm Jay. I am sitting here with Valentina, and she asked me to tell you a little bit how I am using books for my work. And I have a tradition that every once a year I go to the library here in Berlin, to the VW library, and I go through artist books, through artist monographs. They have a giant collection from A to Z with all artist monographs you can imagine, and I go through them all the time. And then I take photos. I take photos of the pictures that I really like, and so I am basically scanning like every year this library and go try to get an overview over the art, what's going on in the art world, but also I'm also seeing the old works. So after this 1 year, after this 1 week in the library, I create a book with the best photos I take, with the things that inspire me most this year. And every year, as you can imagine, it's different. So, for example, this is the Berlin Picture Collection 2014. And here, for example, this is like a diary for me. It tells me, for example, that in this year I was really interested in more furniture things, and in for example, I think it was a lot of patterns in this time, and so for me this is really good to have these books now, because whenever I create something I take a look and I see what inspired me, and it gives me it's my own inspiration. And it's super valuable for me. Then, sometimes I find books that I want to have in my life, that I really need. Today I want to show you, it's a little bit a random example, but this, for example, is one of the 10 books that is super helpful for me when it comes to the size of objects. I'm a sculptor, and I'm really focused on installation art in houses, on architecture. So this man, Stella, he's the king of measurements, and he knows exactly how big an artwork has to be. And so I take a look in this book once and then, and he also inspires me to do what I want, because these photos are so beautiful and they show how free he works, and this inspires me a lot. So also, what I do is I use images from books to create my own work. So when I'm interested and I'm totally hooked sometimes on colors of certain painting or sculpture, I use this imagery, take the colors, and then I create these color wheels out of this imagery. And in this way, I find out the magic from what I think is the magic of this painting or sculpture, and then I spend so much time with this certain book and this certain picture that I'm finding out new things about the harmonies of color, how they work, how they interfere with each other and strengthen themselves. And that's then sometimes I spend weeks with one book or with one image. So yes, books do have a really important meaning to me. Thanks for watching, and do you read art?